You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our preview of episode 6 of Game of Thrones, Laws of Gods and Men. Very fitting title for what appears to be Tyrion Lannister's trial. Finally, I gotta tell you, this is a moment I've been waiting for. There's a lot of moments I'm waiting for, but this is one of the big ones because we have seen Tyrion in this position so many times, and so many times he's come out of it. He is probably one of the best characters on screen I've ever seen, with his back up against the wall and still finds a way to get himself out of trouble. And sometimes it's sheer luck. I mean, remember the war, at the Blackwater. If it wasn't for Podrick, he would have been toast. And then we remember when he was at the Eyrie, standing trial there by Queen or Lady Lysa. Lysa, right? I got it, guys. See? I listen. Yeah, I mean, he chose trial by combat, and that's how he met Bronn. So now the interesting thing is that he's with people, or he's standing trial against people who know him fairly well. Tywin knows that he's clever. Cersei knows that he's clever. And now he's got to kind of step up his game and really find a way out of this. I really am hoping he does. I really, really do, because, the odds are against him. They really are. I mean, you have Tywin, okay, Prince Oberyn, and Marjorie Tyrell's father, whose name escapes me. Sorry, that one, I don't even think I've seen the dude on screen yet. I think they might have shown him once, and I don't even remember. So, but outside of Margie's father, who's probably, may or may not be unbiased. I don't know if Tywin obviously does not have the money to buy him because he's broke. So, and Prince Oberyn is kind of the wild card here because, yeah, he seems to be playing with them in terms of, going along with this thing that the present, or the idea that Tywin presented to him with being one of the judges. But it would not surprise me in the least if Prince Oberyn did something just to spite Tywin, figuring that he can probably get the mountain whenever he wants. He doesn't need Tywin to get the mountain. The mountain will never, ever turn down a fight. So, but, at the same time, is there going to be an option for him to choose trial by combat? If he does he have the opportunity to pick somebody to represent him? And if he does, who does he pick? Does he pick Bronn again? Well, damn well if he picks Bronn, I mean, Bronn's not going to fight clean. And will Bronn even accept being his representative? Because, let's face it, if Bronn were to fight somebody and win, the Lannisters would probably just go and kill him. So, he's in a very, very tough predicament. And it's so exciting to see that trial. I'm so looking forward to that. And I really am hoping it's a good chunk of the show. I want like 20 to 25 minutes of that trial. I would think something like that is pretty elaborate. Kind of like, last year with the Red Wedding. The Red Wedding didn't take up the whole episode, but they showed enough of it systematic, cut here, cut there, in between other scenes, that it probably took up about a good 15, 20 minutes of the show, if not more, from the time it started and this and that. And, so I'm kind of expecting something like that here. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Now, there's still a lot of other things going on. We saw that last week. Bran Stark got out of the situation he got out of thanks to the Night Watch coming out and killing the mutinies. Locke, got it from Hodor, so he's no longer concerned, which is good. Now Bran can continue on his mission, and we can just hope that as he continues along, that he doesn't run into any White Walkers or Wildlings along the way that can kill him. At least right now, for the moment, he's out of immediate danger in terms of Locke coming after him and Craster's Keep. Jon Snow, on the other hand, is a different situation because while the raid on Craster's Keep was very successful, they lost a couple of men. And not that 100 men would make a difference against thousands that Mance Rayder has, but you can't afford to even lose one man at this point. So now the Night's Watch have to make a decision. I mean, I guess they don't have a choice but to hold their ground. You know, what else can they do? They're not supposed to leave the wall. You know, they have all these strict rules and all these obligations to defend everything north of the wall that they're pretty much, unless something dramatic happens that I don't know about, because I know you guys who read the book know these things, unless some sort of miracle happens, I gotta say this is just going to be suicide. It's just going to be suicide. I think now that Mance and the Wildlings and all that, now that they will never know, because of the mutiny's death, they will never know how many men they have posted. I think maybe they'll get a couple of days or weeks or something, time enough to maybe recruit new Night's Watch people, men, but those are not the most reliable ones in the world. A lot of them have to get trained. And how are you going to get a couple of thousand recruits in a matter of, a week maybe before Mance runs up on the wall? So that's going to be very interesting. And Jon, Jon's been known to break the rules. I'm not saying he's going to run because he's a man of honor. But, it just sucks because I'm kind of starting to already think about his death. And he's actually one of my favorite characters. So we'll see how that works out. Arya and the Hound are still on their way to the Vayle, and obviously they're having a lot of disagreements, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see how that relationship continues to develop, or lack thereof, as they continue their march to the Vayle. Will Arya try to kill him in the night? Will the Hound just get fed up with her and just offer? And you never know with this show. I'm telling you, it's just crazy. And I know that, the book readers know this stuff. Please don't spoil it in the comments. Although I did set them to approval anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, and yes, I have somebody else who logs into my account just to monitor the Game of Thrones discussion area, so that way I don't get spoiled either. But, I'm really looking forward to, it's really going to be good. I know I didn't touch on Daenerys in past Sunday's review. And, it's funny. I actually filmed 2 versions of that. And the first one, I actually did mention it, but I didn't use that version. The second one, I didn't. But I do recall it being very brief, her going over her numbers, debating whether she should march on Westeros. And then, obviously, she seems to have retracted from that and wants to try and build her, at least it seems to me, based on what she said, is try to build her kingdom where she is. Not necessarily stay there, but maybe stay there long enough to stabilize things before she moves on to Westeros. And at the same time, gather more support, more troops, more numbers, and then make her way to Westeros to try and take over. So, a lot more going on. Is Peter Baelish going to find out how Lysa's been treating Sansa? Is Sansa going to continue being abused by a very, very envious Lysa, who did not like her mother because of what happened to Peter when he tried to fight for his woman's honor and got his ass handed to him, and that's actually what created the monster that he is now. I don't want to say monster, but maybe I should. He's done some crazy shit, and I don't know if that's gonna bode well for her. It could go either way. Fuck, man, he could kill them both. That guy is unpredictable, and that's what makes him such a special character. That's one of the reasons why I also like him very much. So lots of stuff going on. Tyrion Lannister's trial is the biggest one. I hope. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it because he's just too clever. He finds a way. He is at his best, in my opinion, when his back's against the wall. So I think he's going to get out of the situation. My only wish is that Jaime somehow helps him out. He needs to get out of the city. That's it. If he gets out of this, he needs to leave, because there's no way. Put it this way, if he wins this trial or escapes this trial with his life, Cersei will come after his ass. He needs to leave. He needs to get out of Westeros if he survives this. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, that's it for this preview. What do you think is going to happen in episode 6? Share your thoughts, book readers, and I know you guys watch the reviews and the previews as well, and I want to thank you all for, containing yourself from spoiling. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys Sunday night for the review of episode 6. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.